Look at that beautiful pork loin. It's a 3-hour smoke. It's absolutely amazing, and I'm going to show you how to do it. So right here I have the pork loin. I've let this sit on the stove for a little while, just cold. But what it's doing is letting some of that liquid out of it. And now what I'm going to do is take the plastic off and just take a knife. I'm going to score this. So basically what you're doing is cutting into it about 1/4 to 1/2 inch deep in a few different lines. Like so. And then I'll turn it around and go the other way. And just cross cut it. The next thing I'm going to do is make a sauce that I'm going to put onto this meat. And it's really composed of 3 basic things, which I'm going to use Dijon mustard, Grey Poupon, some orange juice, and this is local honey. Now, if you don't have local honey, you can use any honey. It really doesn't matter. Also, you need a little bit of seasoning, which I'm going to do first. And I'm just going to use some salt, pepper, and garlic, and just sprinkle that over the top of this loin. So maybe a couple of teaspoons. If you have another seasoning you want on there, that's fine. Don't go too crazy, because the main seasoning is going to be this marinade. So really what I'm going to do is take about a teaspoon or teaspoon 2, whatever, of honey and lay in that bowl. About the same amount of the mustard, actually about double mustard. And then we're going to just put a little orange juice in here, and it doesn't really have to be a measured amount, just enough to cover the bottom of the bowl. Get rid of this spoon, we don't need it. We're just going to combine this together, just kind of pushing that honey in a circle so that it mixes with the orange juice and the mustard. Once it's all combined down, mixed together, I'm just going to pour it over the meat and let it go down in those crevices that I created with the knife. Now, before I put it on the smoker, I generally wrap it with twine like I've done here. It helps keep some of that flavor in. It also gives it a better look as it comes together and smokes. It doesn't just all fall apart. Let's go put it on the smoker, 225. So the smoker is rolling. We're at 225 degrees. It smells fantastic out here. We're going to go ahead and grab our pork loin, open this guy up. And I'm not going to do anything fancy here. Not even going to use my hands. I'm just going to roll it on. And where it lands, it lands. Any of the remaining liquid will just drizzle over the top. And let it sit there till it reaches about 148 degrees internally. So I'll go ahead and put a probe in it at the thickest, most center point. And let it do its thing. We'll see when it comes off. Well, it's 100 degrees outside, and the pork should be done. Let's pull this off of here. It's going to be hot. Looks like we're at about 235 degrees on the grill. Oh my goodness, that is pretty. All right, so what we're going to do is just take a quick temperature reading and make sure that it's good. We don't want to pull this off if we're not at least at 145 degrees. You also don't want to overcook it. You get to that 160 mark, it's going to be dry. And the survey says 151, right in the dead center in the thin part. Let's see what it is right here. $146. So we are perfect. All right. Oh my goodness, that is pretty. So when you take this off, I generally set it so whatever the heat was closest to becomes up, so it's cool and the heat is going through. This is going to continue to cook for about the next 10 minutes as it sits and rests. I'm going to take it and lay it on the stove, cut that string off, and we'll slice this up and serve it. It's going to be beautiful. Okay, so we've got this gorgeous piece of meat that we've smoked, and now we need to slice it so we can see what it looks like. When you cut into this, and this is, look at this. I'm not even putting pressure on this. That's how perfectly cooked that is. Oh my goodness, look at that. That is beautiful. Let's just slice a piece out of here. There we go. Nice, cooked all the way through, tender. Oh my goodness. Guys, you got to make this. You have to make this. It's fantastic. Last thought. When I quit chewing, like, share, subscribe. Tell me something you'd like to cook. Tell me something you'd like to eat. Tell me what you think of this recipe. And I'll see you on the next one. Eat fabulous.